I think I have alluded to what we're doing today on stream long enough. We are going to do an MPREG tier list. Now, you may be asking, what is an MPREG tier list? We are going to be doing a tier list on Fire Emblem Echoes characters, but we are going to be ranking them of how much we want to see them pregnant. Whether you are male, female, non-binary, it doesn't matter. We are going to rank if we want to see you pregnant or not. This tier list is inspired by V Streams. I saw she did like a tier list of a different Fire Emblem game, and I saw that video and I recommended, and I was like, that's a fantastic, splendid idea. So the rules for the tier list is based off of my own personal feelings of how I want to see the characters pregnant. However, if you can put up a good argument as to why a character should be pregnant or not, I will listen to your arguments from the chat, okay? I think we should rename these. Like, I wanna see that baby bump. Perfect. Oh, baby, we bumpin'? Ooh, oh, baby, we bumpin' is good. Okay, Mason, I like the way you think. Oh, baby, we bumpin'. Okay. Okay. And then maybe B tier can actually be 1 month pregnant. Maybe C tier can be see it, but not for me. Can see it, but not for me. D tier is like, nah. Don't? Okay. D tier is don't. I think E should be single Pringle. Single Pringle. Like one day they'll be pregnant, but not today. And then the F tier will be like, go away. Sorry, this just sunk in of what I'm actually doing here on stream. Okay, chat, we're gonna start with Alm. Alm is a very nice guy. I think he would be a really good father. He's got conviction, you know? He is willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good. He looks super lame, though. I do think he suffers from, like, I look like a main character syndrome, for sure. He doesn't have kind of, like, that spark. He is good-looking guy, though. I think I would put Alm at 1 month pregnant. I can see it. I can see him being pregnant. I don't necessarily think that I would, you know, you know? Yes, Alm is very protagonist. He suffers from protagonist syndrome. He doesn't really have any flaws in his character, which can be fine, but kind of, you know? Let's bounce down to Celica. Celica, I want to see that baby bump. I love her. I think she would be a great mom, first of all. And I think she would be a very beautiful lady pregnant. No hesitation. Didn't need to hesitate at all for that. She is a very, very good-looking lady. I think she's suffered through enough, and she's got maturity. She definitely made some questionable choices in Echoes. However, I think it's within reason that she made those choices, you know? Celica would also peg the shit out of Alm. I do agree with that. Next on the tier list, we have Gray. I don't think I would want to see Gray pregnant. There are people before Gray that I would prefer to see pregnant. Gray does have like a little bit of a redeeming character in some of his supports, but kind of like, I don't think for me, you know? Gray with Claire, though. Ooh, you bring up a good point. King. Hold on. Where is Claire? She's right here. Let's put Claire next to him. Gray with Claire, I can see. Yeah. Okay, you know what? As long as it's with each other. Claire is clearly on top. She would get Gray pregnant. Like this. Yeah. It would be Gray as the pregnant one. I like it. I like this placement. I see it. I see the vision, chat. Claire definitely, she would have like a whip in the bedroom kind of deal. And I think Gray would, like, he would be opposed to it at first, but because it's Claire, I think I could see it. I love Tobin. I love Tobin a lot. Tobin would watch from the chair. I really like his character. I think Tobin, I can see him being 1 month pregnant, maybe below Alm. I do like him a lot, but I can't really see what kind of partner that he has. I think he would treat the girl or boy in his life right, but I need to see who that would be with, you know? Cliff, on the other hand, I think Cliff would be a pregnant kind of guy. He would go to all his prenatal appointments. He would take care of the baby. He would cut fish from his diet, like right away the second that he found out kind of deal. I feel like Cliff is very responsible like that. Okay, Faye. I'm sorry if there's any Faye defenders in chat here, but Faye ain't it, chat. She's got so many problems. What is a Faye defender? Are there any Faye defenders in chat? Will anyone come to Faye's defense? Faye has too many problems, chat. She loves Alm too much and in a not healthy way. I feel like if she's pregnant with someone that isn't Alm, I think she would legitimately neglect her kid. Like, she would just pretend that her kid doesn't exist. Faye might be the most hated character in the series. We don't count Engage. Yeah, if we don't count Engage, I do legitimately think, like, if Faye is so unlikable. Pregnancy might fix her. Ooh, okay, I see it, Zevra Boy. Do you think that Faye getting pregnant by someone who isn't Alm would just snap her from her psychosis of her being with Alm? She'd snap, all right. In her ending, she does marry someone and has a family. I know that. Oh, really? Oh, interesting. No, if that's the canon ending, I will accept it. But in our alternate universe, Faye is single forever. She goes off into the woods and has like 50 cats kind of deal. And she would name all of her cats Alm. Let's move on to Lucas. Okay, chat. I really want to see Lucas pregnant. Lucas is just a nice guy. He loves being a soldier. He loves fighting for his country. I think he would be a really, like, soft-spoken but very firm dad. If Lucas had a kid, that kid is, like, instantly, like, royalty. Like, that kid is destined for greatness kind of deal. Lucas is so humble that I don't think that he himself could be there, but his kid, like, the way that he raises his kids, I legitimately think that his kid would be, like, beautiful, fantastic children, you know? Okay, Silk, she's very sweet. She is a lovely, lovely lady. She is very kind, very soft-spoken, very thoughtful of others around her. However, I don't see her being pregnant. She is a lady of God. She is literally a priestess type of character. And so I can't see it. I don't see it. I don't see her being pregnant. She is a pious woman. I think she would just be too shy to even consider even the thought of dating kind of deal, you know? I don't see her being preggers. Not anytime soon, at least. Put Noma on the don't list? Which one's Noma? I think this is an obvious choice. We love Noma, but I don't see Noma being pregnant, though. I more so see Noma kind of here, actually. I don't think I would put him on Go Away. Faye, I think this will remain as Faye's, and Faye would be only here. Noma has lived a very long and fulfilling life, I feel. Oh yeah, okay, where's Myson? Where is he? Myson. Myson is also single Pringle. He loves his own adopted kids too much. Alm is basically his adopted kid. Celica kinda but he just loves the kids under his wing way, way too much. Ooh, you think Myson knocked up? Ooh, cruddy. Maybe after he's done being in the army. I can see that. I don't know if I would necessarily see him pregnant, though. I think that he could have a partner for sure. But like, he would be really distracted until he finds that partner, you know? Dean is also single. Which one's Dean? I do think Dean is single Pringle more so than Mycen. I think Mycen is more closer to the top of the single Pringle tier list. Like, he would skip Don't, and then he would move up here, I feel. So Mycen, I feel like he could bounce between these two, I think. Mycen gives off gay dad energy. Oh, wait, you're cooking, Mason. Gay dad energy on Mycen, I do see it. You know what? I could put him here for that. I think that knocks him up a couple tiers. Obviously not for me, but I can see a gay dad energy from Mycen. I see it. I see it. Okay, Mason, you made the argument for Mycen here. Okay, let's put Clive and Matilda next to each other so we can talk to them at the same time. I think Matilda would be the one that gets Clive pregnant. Matilda does top Clive. That's easy. That's an easy... Thank you. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Okay, so we'll put Clive here. And we'll put Matilda on top of him. Because I do see Clive pregnant, but it's Matilda that gets him pregnant. She screams like queen energy. She is gracious. She is strong. She's very reasonable. Whereas Clive, he's a bit more like rambunctious. He's got a bit of arrogance to him, but he hides his arrogant tone very well. Right? Clive says that he's in charge, but we all know it's Matilda who is telling him the things behind the scenes, right? And so therefore, I do think that is why Matilda tops Clive any day, you know? Luthier, I don't see it. I don't see Luthier being pregnant. I think it could work. Oh, while we're here, we'll put Delphia at the bottom. She's too much of a firecracker. I don't see it. I don't see it. Luthier is a little bit tough. I think with the right girl, he could be pregnant, but it's not any of the girls in the game so far, you know. Luthier also has a lot of, like, parental issues. He's got to take care of Delphia, who is a child, and that's why we're putting her at the bottom of this tier list. Yeah, I feel like single Pringle is the best place to put Luthier. Yeah, he has no Riz. Exactly, Bowen. Like, I think that he could find the right girl for him that would be entranced by his nerdiness, his, like, standoffish kind of attitude. But it's not anyone in this game, and I don't see it anytime soon. So we'll put Luthier in the single Pringle. Okay, Python. You know what? Python, you know, looking back at the game, Python didn't really have anything stand out-ish of his personality. You know, he was kind of just like there. It was a really shitty Bowman, by the way. Python X Forsyth Yowie? Wait, aren't they brothers? Wait, who's... No, they're not brothers, right? Python is the brother of someone. Oh, it's Conrad. Yes, Conrad. While we're on the subject of Conrad, I do think, like, do we want to put Conrad in Go Away, or do we want to put Conrad in Single Pringle? He's just a weird guy. Like, what do you mean that you hid away for, like, years and you just, like, hid in the shadows? What does that mean? I would put Conrad in Don't, because I don't think Conrad wants to even be pregnant. I think Conrad would just be happy being Conrad. And that's hiding in the woods, waiting for his sister to appear, and being weirdo, mysterious guy with a mask. Okay, let's go back to Python and, oh my gosh, a Forsyth. I do think that they would be a fresh couple together. I'm getting good gay vibes, like fresh gay vibe couples. Forsyth would be the one to tell Python, like, hey, want to come back into my room with me? And yeah, that's it. There we go. Game over. Doesn't Zeke get the most amount of girls, though? Where is Zeke? Where is he? He's right here. Zeke? Is he? He's the, like, I'm handsome kind of guy, right? I can see it, but not for me. I do think that he would be the one to impregnate, not the one to be pregnant. Zeke pulls a lot, but doesn't. Maybe he would be down here then. Maybe below Silk, but above Conrad. Who is next on the list? This is Tatiana. Tatiana, I could see it, but not for me. I think Tatiana could, but I don't think with anyone in the game. I think she's a fine bachelorette. I think she's fine, but not anything special, you know. Just average. Just average, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if she was pregnant. Now we're moving on to some of Celica's friends over here. May and Bowie are together, right? She gets Bowie pregnant. That's what I think too. Like these two, I think are one of the first couples that we'll put. We'll put Bowie above May because I want to see Bowie pregnant more than May. And by that logic, I'll also move Clive up too. End of conversation. Do not need to discuss further. Bowie and Meg are pregnant together, and Bowie is the one who is pregnant. Okay? Genny. I don't see it. I don't see it with Genny. She gives off, like, kind of just regular vibes. I think she's a sweet girl. I think she's quite nice. She's very soft-spoken. Oh, Genny does canonically get married? Ooh, okay. I think Genny is just too pure. Like, she's like the type of friend that I'll look back on and be like, she was a nice lady. And then years later, I'll find out that she's married. I think she's above Conrad in that sense. All right. That's Saber, right? Okay, Saber, I want to see pregnant. No question about that. Saber is a manly man. He's very gruff. Very, like, you know, I'm hardcore. But the second that Celica recruits Saber for his side, he turns into, like, such a protector. I think Saber would make a very cool dad. Like, he would be like, son or daughter, get me a beer from the fridge. Sit down and I'll tell you about my life in the war. I feel like Saber is too drunk for pregnancy. I feel like he wouldn't stop drinking. Oh, potato. You know what? You bring up a good point. Now, chat, do we think that Saber could get sober for a child? Or do you think... I think it's possible that Saber could get sober for a child. He was already sober for Celica? Oh, true! He does stop drinking for Celica. Okay. You know what, Bowen? You bring up a very important piece of evidence to this argument here. I think you're right. I do think that the vibe checks were right about Saber. I do think that he would stop drinking for his kid. I think afterwards, after he has his kid, it's like fair game. But I do think that he protects enough that he will stop, you know? He will stop and he'll protect and be very loving towards his kids. He protect, he attack, he preg. All right, Valbar. I don't know about y'all, but I'm putting Valbar at the top too. Valbar, he has such sincerity. I do think that Valbar is very pregnantable. He can be very pregnant. He could even have twins, and he would be fine with that, you know? And you know who he's gonna have twins with? Leon. Leon would have his children, and Leon would happily be there for him. Leon is gonna get pregnant, and you know who's gonna be the father? Valbar. And Valbar's also gonna get pregnant. And you know who's gonna be the father? Leon. It'll just be a cyclical pregnancy circle between these two. Easy peasy. These two together, done. Don't need to talk about it anymore. Kamui, single Pringle. He's literally, I think, the bottom of the single Pringle list. He joins Valbar and Leon, but he's kind of just there. Like, I'll fight in the war, I guess, but he's not committed, and that lack of commitment speaks about his character, I feel. It would be like a fling. A one-time thing, you wake up in the morning and Kamui's not there anymore, kind of deal. He's just kind of, eh. Okay, now chat, we've got the sisters. We got Pala, Katria, and Est. Est is difficult. Part of me wants to put her on don't, but part of me also wants to put her as single Pringle. I think she could have fun. Est is married and underage, so what do with... I don't know. Okay, I kind of want to put her here because of that. Being married and underage really just knocks you down to the bottom. We got to protect that girl because no one else will. Oh, Estol's Pala's crush? Okay, how do we make another tier list? Why? I don't like that. Est stealing Pala's crush, plus she's married to that crush, plus she's underaged? That's awful. You know what? I'm going to put Pala at 1 month pregnant. I do see Pala being pregnant later on in life because Pala, she takes care of her sisters. I feel like she's got like motherly vibes to her. She's very protective. Yeah, Pala already raised 2 kids at 12. Oh, actually, wait. When you put it that way, Potato, I do think maybe she actually doesn't. Because if she already raised Est and Katria, does she want kids? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. I do see Katria probably getting pregnant at some point. Because, like, Pala had to take care of her 2 sisters. And usually kids who are parentified at a young age usually don't have children later on in life. And so I don't see that for Pala anymore. I do see Pala being a good mom, but we have to take into account family history here. You know what? I might bump Pala back up. She's not bitter about raising her sisters. I think that's key here that I'm forgetting. Is Pala is very protective of her sisters. She raised them, but she's not bitter about it. There are some kids who are parentified at a young age who could be very, very bitter about raising their siblings. I don't see Pala being a bitter lady. All right, we're on our last couple characters here. We got Sonia. Sonia, I can see pregnant. Sonia is just very, like, she commands the room that she's in. She's very much like Matilda in that sense, but Matilda gives a more, like, kinder motherly vibes. I want to put her in this tier because I do want to see her pregnant, and I want to see her impregnate other people. Sonia, after dealing with Jeddah and her witch sister, Sonia would be don't. Oh, okay. That could be a fair argument to bump Sonia down a tier. Because dealing with Jeddah, like, who wants to have kids after dealing with Jeddah at that point, you know? Her support with Genny shows that she is not great with children. Oh, King. Maybe we'll bump her down here because of that. Okay, y'all put the argument for that. We'll respect her choices. Because, like, I'll leave her here that I can see it, but maybe not in this lifetime. And we finally have these 2 who I actually don't remember who they are. Who are these characters? I never got them in my playthrough. Also, where's Berkut? I want to see Berkut very pregnant. Playable characters only. You gotta put Berkut in there. I want to see Berkut being pregnant. You have to select extra. Change characters. Oh, extra. Oh, perfect. Oh, this list got so much bigger. Okay. I'll only put the characters that I know at this point. I'm gonna put Jesse in Single Pringle because he looks like a Single Pringle guy. And I'll put Atlas in 1 month pregnant because he looks like a good-looking guy. Fernand is totally go away. It's so sad because I think in a different lifetime, if he wasn't traumatized, I do think Fernand could be a good dad. But he is so full of himself. He is so, like, I'm better than you. And he's also, like, kind of gives off racist vibes, not gonna lie. Fernand gives off very, like, I'm an elitist, racist kind of dude. And so, I'm putting Fernand in go away. This guy's like the evil king guy, right? I'm putting him in Y next to Est. No, I feel like that ruins the Y category for Est. I'll put him in go away. He is below Fernand. All right, chat. Here's my hot take. All right, I know Berkut is an evil, evil guy. That dude has the ego the size of Jupiter. Berkut is very asshole-ish. He is super egotistical. He's very weak-willed. He even murders the love of his life in order to be powerful. However, I do want to see Berkut pregnant more than Bowie. Just cause I think it'd be funny. Literally, the only other reason is because I think it would be funny. It's Berkut. We have to make Berkut pregnant, okay? Berkut has to be pregnant. There's no other solution. I know that he is a murderer. He is a raging lunatic. He's an egotistical asshole. But I love Berkut, and I want to see that man pregnant. This is Berkut's lover, Renea. She deserved better. I'm gonna put her in Single Pringle above Bluthier. I just want her to leave that man. I want her to leave Berkut. I don't want her anywhere near that guy. Like, Berkut gets pregnant, but it's not with Renea. I'm gonna put him at go away. This guy's a weirdo. This guy's also a weirdo. I don't know who this is. 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 Is this the dragon? Is this the evil dragon? I'm gonna put the dragon on Y. You know what? S there. Oh, that's Grima? Yeah, Rima's going on Y. And also, hear me out. Okay, Cruddy. I'm listening to your argument. Wood? You would with Grima? Y'all would Grima? I still haven't heard the argument why. I follow a Twitter artist who makes Grima X avatar art. It's very cute. You know what? Valid. Fair. Fair enough. Had to think it over. But you know what? That's fair. Grima pregnant? Sure. I'll dig it. I'll bite. Okay, chat. How are we feeling about our MPREG tier list? I actually don't feel too bad about it. I can confidently say that this is a good tier list. We got Celica, Lucas, and Berkut at the top of I want to see that baby bump. And then we got Est at the bottom with Y. It's a list. Move Faye to Y to add insult to injury. You know what? Fair. There we go. Okay, there's the final tier list. Thank you all for your arguments today. The court is now adjourned for this session. Thank you all for coming in. And we'll be back next time on Judge J. We'll see you in court.